So before we get started with introductions, I just wanted to start by covering some housekeeping duties. Locations of the bathroom are straight back. I'm sure you have found them already. If not, they have an M and a W on them. In the event that Kory has had a few too many whiskeys this evening and the dance floor is on fire, we should also take note of where the emergency exits are located. As I'm sure many of you have figured out by now, it is a toonie bar. Let's all plan for a safe ride home this evening. For all you Pipkins out there that want to post about what you're eating for supper tonight, please use the hashtag #TheKidneys2022 when posting to your favorite social media platform. Kory just asked that we use that hashtag so that they can scroll through pictures of people celebrating their special day. The sign-in table, make sure you take time to sign the picture book located at the entrance if you did not do so when you came this evening. This will be a special keepsake for Kory and Jess as they look back at the people who celebrated with them on their big day. To get the bride and groom to kiss this evening, we will do the traditional clinking of the glasses. We all know Jess loves to lay a big smooch on Kory every chance she gets, so let's clink the evening away for the newlyweds. Now it's time to introduce a group of people that we're all clearly better at being friends with Kory and Jess than the rest of us. The bridal party. Full disclosure, Jess did have to send me a couple voice notes on how to pronounce some of these last names. I guess when you go south of the Garlic Curtain, W's turn into V sounds and things can get a little complicated. Okay, first up we have the matron of honor, Megan Cadobia. Sister of the bride. Like most siblings, the two never really saw eye to eye growing up. Jessica was the annoying younger sister that wanted to borrow Megan's clothes and tag along with her and her friends. It wasn't until these two lived together in the city that their friendship went from sisters to best friends. Megan is someone Jess looks up to every day and is one of the first people she goes to for a second opinion or advice. Megan is one of the most hardworking people she knows and would do anything for anyone. Jessica is truly grateful for her big sister. Megan is a realtor in Kenora where she lives with her husband Kory, their beautiful daughter Anessa, and their dog Bruce. Brianna Popoff, friend of the bride. The two have been best friends since the first day of kindergarten where they met at the sandbox. Brianna and Jessica have made many memories together, from tap dancing in her parents' sunroom and making black marks all over the hardwood floor. Sorry, Craig and Charlene. They would make up dance routines in their basement and often bonded over their shared love for sports, competing in anything and everything from hockey, volleyball, track, and badminton. Brianna is always up for a good time and is the most caring and loyal friend a person can have. Jess and Brianna used to call each other husband and wife in high school, but Bree says that if she has to give up this title to anyone, she couldn't be happier that it is to someone as great as Kory. Brianna is a registered nurse in Saskatoon where she lives with her boyfriend Tyler, their puppy, and cat. Alexis Pelchevich, sister-in-law to the bride. Lexi and Jessica's friendship started many years ago when they played hockey with one another, and the two quickly became great friends, spending many weekends at the lake and going to high school dances together. Their friendship started as kids and has only grown stronger as adults. Lexi is the younger sister Jessica never had, and she is so grateful for their relationship. It started out as teammates, which has now turned into the two becoming sisters, when Lexi recently married Jessica's brother, Rylan. Lexi and Rylan will be welcoming their first baby in a few short months. Lexi is an educational assistant in Kamsack and lives in Kenora with Rylan and their puppy, Bo. Morgan Holmiak, friend of the bride. Screw that one. Morgan and Jessica have known one another for 20 years. They met at daycare and have been in each other's lives ever since. Even though Morgan lived in a completely different city several hours away growing up, the two were always very close, and when they had their chance to get together, it was like they were never apart. They have many memories together, from sneaking out of Morgan's dad's place to attend parties, to wine and movie nights in the city. Morgan has the biggest heart and is someone Jessica can always count on. Morgan lives in Kenora with her boyfriend Rob and cat Bandit. She is an early childhood educator at the daycare. Now on to the groomsmen. Thanks guys for coming out tonight. It looks like Kory was successful with his Kijiji ad, searching for groomsmen for March 12th wedding. We have an original bunch here, 2 Korys and 2 Austins. Great names, think alike. Is that how the saying goes? Kyle Kidney, best man. Kyle is Kory's brother, longtime friend, and farming partner, whether it was on carpet or dirt. Sledding, quadding, and going on trips together like their annual fishing trip to Deschambault are some of their favorite things to do. Kyle is known for his attention to detail and ability to magically fix and put back together just about anything. Kyle and his wife Christy live in Tisdale with their daughter Brinley. Kyle farms and has his own mechanic business. Kyle Nygaard, friend of the groomsmen. Kory and Kyle have been friends since getting to meet each other in kindergarten. They have had a lot of fun over the years going on fishing and sledding trips together, as well as spending many evenings swapping jokes and stories. Kyle is known for always being a friend you can count on and never one to turn down a good time. Kyle is married to his wife Britt, and they are expecting a little one in June. Kyle farms and works at a community pasture south of Tisdale. Austin Cadobia, friend of the group. Austin and Kory have been friends since they met in grade 6 in Tisdale. The two of them have been on a lot of adventures together, quadding, sledding, and fishing, as well as spending many summers together at Tobin. Austin is known for his easygoing attitude and ability to land on his feet after rolling just about anything. Austin and Kaylee live together in Tisdale with their son Beau and newborn daughter Dawson, and he works as a pipe fitter in the Regina area. Austin Sentes, friend of the group. Austin and Kory met when they went to the U of S for agriculture together in Saskatoon, where they became best friends and roommates. Even though university work got in the way, the two managed to find plenty of time to play cards and swap farming stories. Austin is known for being a proud dad of his 2 kids and his barbecue skills on their little apartment deck. Austin and Alicia live by Raymore with their son Blake and daughter Everly, where Austin farms and is a grain buyer. Now I'm going to introduce the parents. So the parents of Kory are Bob and Brenda Kidney. If you could just stand and wave. And we also have Kevin and Elizabeth Palchevich, parents of the bride, and Baba Elsie Genaway. Okay, so supper is at 6. What time we got here? 6:10. Okay, right on track. So Jess's mom, Elizabeth, is going to say the grace for the supper.
Please bow your heads. Dear Lord, thank you for this happy celebration of your most amazing gift, the gift of love. We gather here now to celebrate the love and the commitment of Kory and Jessica as they share their first meal as husband and wife. And let this be the first of many shared with family and friends. Thank you for bringing us all together this weekend. to celebrate this couple as they begin this new journey together. And may we lean on you, each other, and this large family of family and friends. Let us remember to slow down these days and take a breath, take in the sheer joy and love that surrounds Jessica and Kory. Let's remember to soak in the tiny moments, for they are fleeting. Thank you for this meal. Bless the hands that have helped prepare it, and bless those that helped make this evening possible. Dear Lord, thank you for this life, this big family, this joyous time, and this meal. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Okay. We are going to start the speeches. Table 10, if you can quiet down. Sorry, it's just the teacher and me. Okay, up first is Matron of Honor speech. Welcome, or not welcome to the family. Here we are, Megan.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, everyone. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Megan, and I'm Jessica's older sister. I just wanted to start off by saying, Jessica, you look absolutely amazing, and Kory is so very lucky to have you as his wife.
They can't hear you.
Growing up with a younger sister, we weren't always the best of friends. Plenty of fights, screaming, and door slamming was had. Our relationship started out fun when she was little and couldn't tell me no. She allowed me to use her as my guinea pig when it came to markers and cutting hair. But then we got a little older, and our dynamic changed a bit. She now became the younger, annoying sister who always stole my clothes and wanted to hang out with my friends. Of course, that phase also ended when we moved back in together during our university years. She became my best friend, and our friendship is something I will forever cherish. Our closets now have many similar articles of clothing, and we have many of the same friends. Although I am the older sister, there are many things I admire about Jessica, and I've watched her grow into the young woman we see today. Two things I admire the most of her is her work ethic and loving nature. The road to becoming a nurse wasn't necessarily an easy one, but Jessica navigated it with such ease and determination, and now being a nurse, she's one of the hardest working people I know. When my daughter was born, Jessica became fiercely in love with her and came to help and spend time with us for 2 weeks. The bond that you two share is amazing to watch. Thank you for being such a loving auntie to her. Seeing the way you love and dote on her, I have no doubts you will be an amazing mom one day. Now, I always knew Jessica grew up wanting to be just like me, but never could I have ever imagined her finding herself her own Kory, who at the time of them starting to date also drove a white Dodge and farmed. Way to make family gatherings confusing. All joking aside, the two of you complement each other well. Jessica adds a little spice to Kory, and Kory adds a little calmness to Jessica. Kory, thank you for bringing so much happiness and love into my sister's life. Jessica, you wear many hats: a daughter, a sister, an aunt, a friend, a nurse, and now a wife. I look forward to seeing what your future holds together with Kory. Remember tonight, for it is the beginning of always. Please raise your glasses in honor of the bride.
Now I'll call up the best man, Kyle Kidney.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kyle, Kory's older brother. I'm very honored to be the best man. So I met Kory in mid-June, I think it was June 17th, at Saskatoon University Hospital. He may not remember that day like I do. He's changed a bit since then. He isn't quite as easy to pick up and carry around. Over the years, we had some pretty good times together. Back when we were young, Kory wanted to help Mom decorate a cake for my birthday, as it falls on Valentine's Day. So you can imagine, this cake was full of hearts and lots of sprinkles. It was fancy. Kory couldn't let anyone eat it, so before company came over, he took the cake and hid it under his bed. It took Mom a while to find it. So just take note. If Kory says it looks too good to eat, don't be surprised if it ends up under the bed. We had a pet sheep named Louie one time. He was just like a dog. He would follow you around. Kory and him were the same height. So one day Louie decided he was going to catch Kory off guard, take a run at him. Well, he flattened him and then he started jumping on like a trampoline. Dad and I couldn't help but laugh. But the good news is, Kory now has Jess to keep on his feet. It's been a few years ago that I happened to notice a brunette girl staying at Kory's house for a little while. After a few weeks had passed, I was introduced to this mysterious girl named Jess. From that moment, I wondered if this might be the one for Kory. Man, let's go out how stunning you look tonight. Last summer, I got a FaceTime call from Kory. I knew this must be something important as we never FaceTime before. Well, with him and Jess, we're very excited to tell us the big news of their engagement. You two make a very well-rounded couple that I'm happy to call family. I wish you both a lifetime of joy and happiness. Maybe even a few kids. And now I'd like to ask everyone to join me in a toast to the bride and groom.
Now we will do the welcome to the family from Kevin and Elizabeth Palchevich.
Elizabeth and I would like to welcome you all here today and thank everyone for coming to celebrate the wedding of our daughter Jessica and brand new son-in-law Kory.
Already broke it.
Sorry guys. When Jess asked us if we would welcome a roast,
Yeah, it's toast, Kevin, not a roast.
it's gonna be a roast. I had such good material.
Garbage.
Anyway, the first time I met Kory was at our other son-in-law, Kory. Where is he?
Where is he?
Where is he going? At his stay. But at that time, I did not know this guy was seeing our daughter. If I would have known that, I would have drilled him a little more. Later that weekend, Jessica asked, "So, Dad, what do you think of Kory?" I said, "Who?" "Oh, no, this guy." Right? She said, "Well, the small guy with glasses and a mustache." I replied, "I don't know, he seemed all right."
We officially met Kory at Megan and Kory's wedding and was introduced as Jessica's boyfriend. I'm sure glad you made a good impression on someone that week, a couple weeks earlier, as we could see the connection and the love Jessica had for you even early on, which continued to grow stronger and stronger. She appeared happier, more content, and as though she was on top of the world. When the words Mom, how do you know when he's the one? Came out of her mouth. I knew that Kory was a keeper. And with some extra molding and shaping, it's easy to see that you fit into our family puzzle perfectly.
When Jessica was growing up, she was a feisty little girl, strong-willed, and stood for what she believed in, but gentle.
It's funny those words always come out.
Too much like her dad. Loving, caring, all at the same time. Understandably, hockey was her favorite sport, where you learn a lot about being a team player. The skills you learn can be used in the rest of your life journey. As most of you know, Jessica was a top-notch defenseman, and I'm sure her coach would agree. Where's Mel? There you go. Kory. Keep moving forward in this game of love, and you will be the center of Jessica's team. And that she will defend you and your newly created family to the end. But most likely, she will let you score most of the time.
Thank you, Bob and Brenda, for raising Kory into becoming an amazing, wonderful, caring, kind, smart, and hardworking man that we are now proud to be calling our son as well. Some words of wisdom. Kiss each other goodnight. Say I love you when you part. Be true to each other always. Share your joys and your burdens. Love much, laugh much. Be each other's best friend. Always speak well of one another, even in private. And when things don't go well, forgive as often as it's required. Married life is an adventure, and you embark today on that adventure together. Even though you are individuals, your covenant today makes the couple more important than either of you separately.
So Kory, this is the most important part here. You have to listen to this, okay? Yeah, good? Right on. Kory, as long as you keep our daughter Jessica happy and safe, love her always, we are happy. If not, I know where you live. Kory, welcome to our family. Love you both.
Let's toast.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Hey, where are you going? I'm looking at
Next up, we'll do welcome to the family from Bob and Brenda Kidney.
Well, that's going to be hard to follow that one. First of all, we would like to thank everyone for coming out and help us celebrate Kory and Jess's special day. We know that you've traveled a distance and we really appreciate it. When Kory met Jess, she was going to university to become a nurse. We hadn't heard about her yet, but he'd gone to Saskatoon to have supper with someone. Like a long way to go just for supper. It was his birthday that weekend. got home and he was coming up the steps and showing us his package of steaks that he'd bought to barbecue for supper. And then right behind him was a girl. He said, "This is Jessica," or Jess. Well, we knew then our birthday present wasn't much. A while later, Jess moved out here and began working as an RN at Tisdale Hospital. We have baked, canned, gardened together, and we also invented a few new recipes, along with some laughs, and they won't be published. Jess, you are a kind, caring, loyal person, and a good cook. We've had a lot of fun times sledding, quadding, boating, fishing, and times at our cabin, and we look forward to many more adventures. We are happy to welcome you, Jess, to our family, and we wish you both all the love, good health, and happiness in the world. Let's raise our glasses in a toast to Kory and Jess. Welcome, Jess.
Yes.
Cheers.
Now we'll do the thank yous from Kory and Jess.
Where is it, Britt? This? There we go. Okay, we want to start off by saying thank you to everyone who has traveled here today to celebrate our big day with us. First off, we would like to thank our amazing parents. Without your love, help, and support, this day would not be the same. We love you.
Next, we'd like to thank our bridal party. Thank you for standing up next to us today and for all your help along the way. We'd also like to thank our beautiful nieces Brinley and Anessa for being our flower girls today.
Thank you to Britt Nygaard for being our MC and keeping things rolling smoothly tonight. Thanks to our cousins Lena and Isla for sitting at our guest table.
Thanks to Kelsey Victoria Photography and Dustin Wilson Videography for helping us capture the day. Thank you to David Paincho for helping us with the music tonight. I'm glad you're willing to put up with me after high school. A big thank you to Ode the Taste for the delicious meal tonight. I know Uncle Barry has been excited for the pierogies for the last month since he heard.
Thank you to the staff of the Evergreen Center for helping us set up and hosting us today. Thank you to the Nippo and Canettes for running our bar tonight. We appreciate you taking your time to volunteer.
And a big thank you to anyone else we might have missed. We're grateful for all your support and for coming out and spending the evening with us.
Okay, let's party.
You ready? Who made the first move? Who was the first to say, "I love you"? Who is the pickier eater? Who is the funny one? Who is the feisty one? Who is the messy one? Who is the bigger spender? Who is the better cook? Who is the stubborn one? Who will kill the spider? Who is always late? Who takes longer to get ready? Who is the romantic one? Who is the better driver? Who is the better dancer? Who is more likely to lose their keys? Who is the most patient? Who is the better singer? Who do you love more than anyone in the world?